Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. I'm going to be recapping Misfits 004. Let's get into it. The fights that we missed were KSI vs. Dylan Donnie's. I was so disappointed this fight got cancelled. But the reason behind the cancellation is that Dylan pussied out and did even have a coach. Joe Fournier vs. Tony Christodoulou. The reason why this fight got cancelled is because Christodoulou failed his medicals. FaZe Temper vs. Mystery Opponent. The reason this got cancelled is because FaZe Temper fought KSI instead. Now let's rank these fights. Number 7 for me is Ryan Taylor vs. Swarms. The reason why this fight is last is because all Swarms had to do is hit Ryan Taylor in the face. And the fight got called off because Ryan had eye problem. But before that it was a decent fight. Swarms looked way better than against KSI. Number 6 for me is Faith Ordway vs. Elbrook. For me, this fight was a banger from the start of round. They just threw hammers and hammers 24/7 until all knocked down Faith. And it just looked amazing, and the fight was also entertaining for me to watch. I had so much fun. Number 5 for me is KSI vs. FaZe Temper. For me, this fight was great from start to finish. Temper did his best to last in the ring with KSI and did great. KSI just pieced Temper up beautifully, and yeah, beautiful knockout by KSI. Number 4 for me is Anthony Taylor vs. Idris Virgo. I really enjoyed this fight. It was such a banger from start to finish. I think Idris looked amazing in the fight and pieced up Anthony Taylor beautifully, and I just had a blast watching this fight. Anthony Taylor was also very good. Number 3 for me is Luis Alcaraz Pineda, who was the mystery opponent versus Dave. This fight was just a blast to watch, and the mystery opponent kind of feel to it is great. I like that very much. And yeah, it was a good fight, and Pineda is now amazing fighter well in January and still today. Number 2 for me is Slim vs. Tom Zanetti. This fight was a banger of a fight, and I had no idea that Tom Zanetti was the good. He did extraordinarily well, and same with Slim. I really enjoyed my time watching this fight. They threw a lot of fiery shots. Number 1 for me is Salt Papi vs. Josh Bruckner. I really enjoyed this fight, and definitely was my fight of the night. The way Salt Papi knocked out Josh was just insane, and looked so clean. And Bruckner did good. I am not going to take that from him, but Salt Papi was just the better man of the night. Now we are going to rank these fighters. Number 14 for me is Ryan Taylor. Now I think he did very good in this fight, but the did get called off because Swarms did hit Ryan in the face and affected his eye. But goddamn, I am excited for this rematch because I think Ryan will show something more than this fight. Number 13 for me is Faith Ordway. I think she did a good with Elbrook. She did lose, but she did throw a lot of shots, and most of them landed on her, so I will give her props. I would like her to get back in the ring because she could be explosive. Number 12 for me is Swarms. We really got nothing from Swarms in this fight except one punch with screwed up Ryan Taylor. Swarms looked way better in this fight than against KSI as well. Number 11 for me is Elbrook. I really enjoyed Elbrook. In this fight she threw a lot of hammers against Faith Ordway, and she did win the fight. But I would have liked a better finish. God, I sound like a psycho, but overall she did a great job, and I am looking forward to see her step in the ring. Number 10 for me is B. Dave. I have to give props to him because he stepped in a ring with a mystery opponent, who was Luis Alcaraz Pineda, and he did good against a pro boxer, to be honest. Number 9 for me is Tom Zanetti. I think Tom Zanetti did very good in this fight and lasted all the rounds with an undefeated boxer. So I have to give him respect, and he did give Slim a fight for his money as well. Number 8 for me is Josh Bruckner. I think Josh did very good in this fight with Salt Papi, and he did throw some fiery punches on Salt Papi. And at that time Salt Papi was an undefeated boxer, and so was Josh, so it was intense. Number 7 for me is FaZe Temper. I really like FaZe Temper as a boxer. He is a great boxer, and he did great against KSI. Even thought he lost by round 1 knockout, he still did throw and he did land. And C did say that his punches were very powerful. Number 6 for me is Luis Alcaraz Pineda. He is the GOAT. I can't believe on how good he fought this time. He didn't complain. He gave B-Dave a good fight, and he just looking 100% than his last fight. Number 5 for me is Anthony Taylor. He did lose his fight, but he looked amazing through the entire fight, and I was very impressed. And I just really think that Anthony Taylor is a beast. And I can't wait to see him this Sunday on the Prime card. Number 4 for me is Slim. I really think that Slim could have knocked Tom Zanetti out, he just didn't. But he still did a great job throughout the fight and did throw some power punches. Number 3 for me is Idris Virgo. I really think Idris is someone we need in the influencer scene. He is a fantastic fighter and look amazing against Anthony Taylor. And he threw a lot of punches to piece up Anthony, and it just worked in his favor. Number 2 is Salt Pappy. I really think that Salt Pappy did an amazing job against Josh Bruckner, and that clean knockout that he had was beautiful, and I just really enjoyed him fight. He looked amazing. Number 1 for me is KSI. He did fantastic this fight, just pieced up FaZe temper so well, and it just looked amazing. And the knockout was beautiful and just surprising by how short the fight lasted, which just showed that KSI is a beast. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more content coming soon.